So my parents gave away the house.
They gave their own house for school without any money.
Guess what the name of the school is?
John.
St. John's. Now then I had to run back, put the scooter in middle stand, kickstart and keep the engine ready. The Empress will come, undoing the lid with a candle in her hand to check if there's petrol in the tank. Yeah, I screamed from the I screamed.
Everything is pointless. Mic check. This is pointless.
So, welcome to a new episode of Pointless Podcast. We've lost count of how many episodes we've done. I just know that it's still in single digits.
You keep asking us, we keep putting out. You know, the level of success we've had.
In
you know how many
episodes.
DMs I get these days?
How many?
None of it is fruitful. Half of it is bots. Half is some crypto scam. And the other is all these. They claim it's phone sex service. At this point, I've fallen for 3 of those. With so this opening, this section is for helping. I'm dedicating the next 1 minute to help others. Listen, you fucktards, don't fall for this shit. The Instagram, if the fucking account says $200, I'll talk to you for half an hour. I get it, you're lonely, but fucking Christ. Don't fall for this dude. It's fake. It's all of it is fake. The amount of evidence they share only, you should know it's fake. No, I'm serious. You know the highlight bits, Nietzsche? They're all filled with, here's the proof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That legit means it's fake. If it says here's proof, this is legit, it's fake. There you go. First minute dedicated to helping young men. Fuck Jordan Peterson. I'm the real help here. I'm doing genuine pocket. Am I writing a book? Am I telling you to subscribe? No, I am telling you to subscribe.
Yeah. But this is the free subscription. This is the subscribe YouTube.
And did you see the other videos? What you put? The naked beach.
Eventually, we have to stoop down to the same level that the rest of the world is stooping
Listen.
down to. We have to do things for clickbait.
But that's the trick. You bait and you catch. That's not what we're actually selling. But hey, it's called advertisement for a reason.
It's called lead generation.
Yeah, I'm not saying our water has copper and all. Who's saying that? AquaGuard or somebody. We're not saying that. We're saying subscribe. That's it.
Yeah, you just have to click, this click of a mouse.
You think that was enough to get like...
I mean, if 100 people are watching, at least you should subscribe.
I had this friend Colin from Auckland. He said he'll circulate it to 100 of his friends. I don't even know the population of like Auckland. How many? I thought it's like 50 people or something. He's saying it's
50 people and 200 cows.
He has 200 friends over there. He'll circulate, it seems. So next week we need to keep an eye out for that. If it's 100 views we get.
Maybe he lives in Dharavi and tells you he lives in Auckland.
Hey, when are we going to get that YouTube thing and all that? I want to unwrap that. Thank you for the 1 million. Here's your play button. What is that? The button
the silver button they give you at 100K.
My God. Is that the least button?
Yeah.
Silver?
Yeah.
100K?
Yeah, 100K subs.
Audience! 100K.
We are 95,500 subscribers behind 100K.
You remember those race kind of thing these guys did between themselves, like PewDiePie and Mr. Beast and all these buggers?
Yeah. Promoted each other.
Yeah. Maybe we should pick a fight with T-Series. Isn't that what... Oh, we can't say that?
No, you can. Why not?
Oh, no, you
Fuck
gave like a
T-Series.
look. Oh, okay.
But T-Series is notoriously known for
flagging and striking,
copywriting videos that they don't even have a right on. They are so huge that they'll copyright any video and it'll be taken down YouTube.
We need a saga like that, dude.
Yeah.
Where we fight with somebody for 1 year.
Yeah.
And in that 1 year, we accumulate at least 200 views.
One of our clips has 24 views. Or what? 43.
24? Odd.
The thumbnail was not
Should we do
clickbait
the
enough.
whole reverse?
It's literally a guy smooching a girl. What?
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Maybe completely remove us only, I guess. Maybe in the video also put that only. Just remove us sitting in this sofa and talking and all.
Cool.
Let's start putting softcore porn out there. Let's start clipping Poonam Pandey's clips. Start putting it out there.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about what? Childhood stories.
Something. I mean, 5 episodes in, we are out of topics.
While
What to
touching
do?
your beard, don't tap on that mic. It'll fuck up the sound.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, who's going to complain? Some bugger the other day wrote, first comment. You see that?
On Instagram.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I'm
Uh,
yet to like it. First comment. 2 months. Tell our intern to shut the hell up. No, he's running around and commenting. These two goofs, Scuba and the intern.
right.
The other 2 comments,
Yeah.
one is the intern, one is Scuba.
Yeah. Our own team is
Our own
commenting
team.
on our video.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I guess that's how even Warikru built his thing. His team is all supportive. Maybe we should also do that only. This fuck all team we have. We have to run around beg these idiots. Hey, much as sense.
Let's give a name to our team.
Yeah, I'm sure
Like,
that's what they're looking
Think,
forward.
let's think of a pun. You know, just like Wari Crew, we should call it.
Yeah, let them stay with us no, for a while. Yeah, I have a couple of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, these are not connecting per se,
Yeah.
but I was just sitting and like thinking, this workplace I used to go to. This is very far, super far. And one day my bike breaks down, so I'm like, my dad used to work at this one supermarket post his retirement. He was bored of sitting home, or he wanted some money also, I guess. I don't know what his deal was, but he was supervising at this one supermarket over there near my place. My bike broke down, so I took the bus in the morning that day. On my way back, I was like, I'll stop at my dad's shop and I'll go with him. He had this very manly TVS Scooty ES, the first model with the square headlight. Literally the first. I think it was the first bike also.
And body is plastic.
Plastic. I don't know what it was. But that was never a concern, because the max speed he would hit like is 15 and stuff. He's not going to crash into anything. Trust me. Even if he crashes, nothing will happen. Seriously, nothing will happen. At the speeds he hits. So this day I'm coming back home. Yeah, I don't have my bike, so I'm like, I'll stop at my dad's.
Yeah.
I'll hitch a ride with him. He'll pick me up. Okay, I go. I wait outside for him to finish because the supermarket runs a little late.
Yeah.
10:30ish. So I get on the scooty. I sit at the back. He starts driving. We cut left. This specific road is a long ass road. It's like it's a straight stretch, long
road.
stretch.
Yeah.
Since it's late, I mean, I'm outskirts of a village, so most things are pretty much shut.
Yeah.
So the road's quite empty. There's like maybe 2-3 street lights. Other than that, it's quite dark. The entire lane is dark.
Yeah.
Right after we cut into that long ass road, my dad pulls over. Like he pulls over,
Yeah.
and I look to my left. There's a fruit shop. So immediately, like I assume, oh, he's going to pick up fruits for. My sister's been trying to lose weight for 10 years, and what fake diet she's on. He has to pick up fruits and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, he's stopping to pick up fruits, and I get off the scooter.
Yeah.
He buggers off. He leaves.
But then why did he stop?
Listen, no, he leaves. And I'm telling you, this road is a long road.
Yeah.
So for a few seconds, I'm thinking, wait, maybe he's taking a U-turn or something. I don't know what's happening. I have no clue what is happening.
Yeah.
Like I'm just standing
You were
there.
not expecting
Yeah, and I'm seeing the backlight fade away into the darkness. And I'm thinking, what the hell just happened? Hey. And I wait there for 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
I am so confused. I'm so confused. Like, what? So I tried to call him. Back then, you think my phone is not reachable. Now he had this one crazy, one small Philips phone, something. Never reaches. Never reaches. Is never accessible. So the calls don't go through. So, dude, I literally start walking back home. Because like I said, it's the outskirts of a village. There's nothing. There's not like Rick and all. Oh, yeah, stop anywhere, anything. So I start walking back home. 15 minutes later, he calls me. Like, where the fuck are you? I'm like, dude, where are you? You left me. You're asking like, I left you. He's telling me I'm outside the house. So guess when he realized I'm not on the scooter, he reaches the front gate and he's like, hey, go get the gate. And there's nobody. Then he turns, he's like, where the hell is this guy? Then he calls me, dude. He's like, where the hell are you? I'm like, dude, you left me in the middle of the road. He's like, I thought you fell off in some turn or something. I'm like, 46 bike you drive over here. So, like you drive on your knee in the turns and I'll fall off. The 15 speed you go.
But why did he?
Oh yeah, right.
Why did he stop?
Here's the dumbest shit. So these roads are small roads back home. There is no concept of lanes and all.
Yeah.
It's just one road. There's no lanes. And if something else comes, like you have to go to the side a little.
Yeah.
My dad is like a little a scaredy cat. Like so there was a truck that was almost half a kilometer away on that stretch. Seeing the truck over there, he pulled over here, trying to make way for the truck that's half kilometer away. In that few seconds, I'm thinking, oh, we are shopping for fruits, and I get down. And then right after the truck passes, he buggers off. I'm standing there eating all the dust from the truck. That's an actual story. These are the goofs I grew up with.
What bike did you have, and how did you get it?
Oh, okay. So I had this uncle bike, Bajaj Exceed. You've heard of it? It's the unclest. Next to Splendor, that's the next uncle bike. I mean, I myself couldn't have got.
There's one that's more uncle bike than
Platina.
That. Platina and Bajaj. Not Bajaj.
Don't say Discover.
Boxer.
Boxer was what?
There
Yamaha.
used to be this bike called Boxer. I think
was it Yamaha?
No, it was not Yamaha. It was Bajaj only, I think. Bajaj Boxer.
Bajaj Boxer
is the number one uncle bike. But forget that. TVS Luna is the most uncle.
There were so many uncle bikes. When I was growing up, there were so many. And the dumb stuff was in the what they called a sporty section, like Discover, Pulsar and all of that. They would have 40 variants. You know what I'm saying? Like there used to be Pulsar 120. Like when I was growing up, literally 120, 135, 150, 175, 200, 220, 300. I'm like, hey, macha, what's going on? I originally wanted a 180 or a 200 or something. That was what I was in the showroom for that day, at least, when we went checking for a bike. Oh, by the way, I didn't know to drive a bike by then. So this was my original ask was, please get me a second hand so I can, drive it and learn it. Let me just use a second hand. I don't need a fancy new whatever. They're like, no son of mine will use a second hand. So he's like, full middle class pride came into him. So he's like, I'll get you a new bike. I was like, cool. So we're at the showroom. I'm checking out the Pulsars, 180, 200 and all the stuff. And then the showroom goon shows up. He's like, I'm in my 12th grade. You've seen the picture. You know what I look like. Scrawny, weak, like a homeless kid I look like skinny. I have nothing. Like
we all look like that.
Yeah. So that guy is like, we recently got this new model, Bajaj Exceed. This Pulsar looks too big for this guy. Why don't you get him this? My dad was sold not for that reason, because the Pulsar was, I think around that time, came up to some 70, 80.
Yeah.
This Exceed was some 40 something.
Yeah.
My dad had some 60 something, and whatever was going to be the difference, he was going to do an EMI and pay the rest off.
Yeah.
This came to 40, he had change left in his pocket. So he was like, yeah, let's get this. So yeah, I got a Bajaj Exceed, which is literally between Platina and Discover.
Yeah.
Platina was the poor uncle's choice. Discover was the slightly smart uncle's choice. Right there in the middle was the nobody asked for this bike. extra sports, extra sports version for the uncles. It had that little side thing, the backlight. If I'm not mistaken, it was the first one that had like a weird backlight. Like a B
Yeah,
kind of small
yeah.
backlight.
Exceed.
Yeah, Bajaj Exceed. Insane it was. And it used to claim 90
90
mileage.
kilometer per
Yeah.
hour.
It was the
Sorry, 90
craziest. Yeah.
kilometer per liter.
I mean, the so I'm trying to learn this. Okay, so the bike comes in registered because first I don't know how to drive. Second, none of us in the family know how to go get this registered and all that. So we tell the showroom only, we pay extra, something we do. Like, get the bike registered, paint the number plate, deliver it home like it's some Ferrari or
Yeah.
something. So it got delivered at home. I come back home. I see the bike over my own blanket, by the way, because these middle class cheapos, they don't have nothing to cover it. They just threw one of my blanket on top of it. First of all, it's black. It's not a big color that is going to fade to something. Let it get burnt in the sun. It's black. Nothing's going to happen to it. But that's how these people are, these middle class buggers. They threw a blanket on it. So evening I come, I try to take it for a ride. Listen, again, I'm not messing around. I don't know how to drive a bike. I used to drive my dad's scooter around. That was it.
Yeah.
I take this bike out. I'm driving around my neighborhood
Yeah.
at speeds of 10 and 20 and all this.
Yeah.
Guess why?
Why?
Because I think the clutch is back brake and it's loose. So I'm doing this and it's going all the way and it's like hitting the yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? It's so loose. So I go to my neighborhood mechanic and I'm like, Macha, this bike just came. Look at this mess, dude. Look how loose this brake is.
But you were not putting it in gear. The gear would be on the legs, no?
Yeah, so I'm thinking you just press it and you keep going. So I'm telling you, I hit 10, 20. No, I don't know if I'm in 1 or 2, but that's all I'm in. I have not shifted or done nothing. By chumma squishing this goddamn clutch, I keep pressing and I'm like,
Because
driving around.
on the scooter, the brakes are on the hand, so you're confused
Yeah.
and the clutch
I'm
is...
just I'm just doing this. I'm like, God, the back brake is super loose, and I take it. So I take it to the mechanic. I'm like, the back brake is super loose. This is crazy. I'm going to die. So he gets down. You know where the back brake is, the pedal, and he's tinkering that and pressing it. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing over there? The brake is over. I'm telling him, dude, the brake's over here, dude. He was going to throw a spanner to my head, dude. That day. I was like, wait a minute. I don't got a bike. You don't know where the back brake is. But yeah, I got an Exceed, which is fun.
I have this funny story of my ever since when I was really small kid, my dad had this Luna. Do you know what Luna is?
No, I've forgotten. Is it like that
moped?
Oh yeah.
Moped
My
with
dad had that, the
with
old
paddle.
one. Yeah.
So my dad also had that.
My dad had
moped for
Lamby.
the longest time. Okay, then he got a new bike, Hero Honda CD Dawn, which is again the uncle bike.
Oh yeah, CD Dawn is a proper uncle.
Proper uncle bike. So with the round headlights. So then no one was driving this. Then my sister started driving. She would drop me to school on the moped.
Your sister would drive the moped around.
Yeah, and she would drop me to school, pick me up from school. It was really funny. Then eventually, no one used to take the moped. It was just kept. It was just kept in the garden or something, in the lawn. You know what my parents did? We used to have this milkman who delivers milk, right?
Oh yeah.
They gave it to him for 2 years of free milk. So he would give us milk every day for 2 years, and he would bring it on the same moped.
He owns the bike.
Yeah, he owns the moped now. So they gave it away to him. They said, take this moped. He used to deliver milk on cycle. So they gave him the moped and said, give us free milk for 2 years or 1.5 years or 6 months, whatever. I don't remember. But it was more than a year.
I'm trying to see if it's a legit deal.
It's a deal. It's a legit deal. So he used to drive around in cycle with cans hanging on the cycle handle. So he got a moped, which is easier for him. It's not mechanical, right? And we got free milk. But then the quality of milk was so shit, like it was full of water. And because you're not paying him, no matter what you tell him, the quality is going to stay the same. So it was like a fuck all deal. But yeah, I used to see and I used to be confused. I was really small, so I used to be confused. Why is this milkman driving around my dad's
Now,
bike?
is there a part of the story where you get the bike back?
No.
So he keeps it forever.
Yeah, it's
This
gone
is
to him.
worse than this rent story that I have. Just remind me. So we were in one part of Tamil Nadu, which was not Chennai,
Yeah.
which was further. So we came to Chennai, I think, around the time when I was born or something.
Yeah.
So when my dad finished building the house, we eventually moved to.
Yeah.
The place was taken over by a local guy who wanted to start a school. Listen to this nonsense.
Yeah.
So guess where he wanted to set up the school?
Where?
The house. So my parents gave away the house and rented a street away from the our actual house.
They gave their own house
Yeah,
for
the-
school
yeah.
without any money.
I don't know what the deal was. I was too young. I was in preschool and maybe first grade or second grade. But listen to this. The first or second grade, I went to that school, which is a street away from where we are renting our house. So from a rented house, I'm going to my own house, which is a school. That's not. There's one more layer. Guess what the name of the school is? Saint John's. If you go even today,
St. John's.
if you go even today at the back, even with this type of the whitewashing thing, you can still see the blue label that says Saint John's. Yeah.
So, but then now your parents live in that house? Or?
Yeah. We eventually moved there after maybe 3 years or 4 years or something.
Okay.
But yeah. So the top was like a thatched roof and it had small classes. The kiddies used to go.
Like I'm sure there's a layer of religion in it where someone told them that it's
definitely.
for Christ give us
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that these people are so easy to sell any bag of dog shit. Yeah, no wonder I'm falling for all these scams online because I'm there. I'm there, stupid kid.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, they'll do anything. Man. Even coming back to that bike thing, one day I dropped my dad off at this. So we were close to the place called Tamram back home in Chennai. That's the railway station, the closest stop station to our house, which was already like 2 kilometers away. So sometimes I would go drop my dad off when he has to go to church or something. So this day, this is like one of those earlier days when we had just gotten the bike. So I'm speeding up a little bit, like I'm saying 50 something like that. My dad comes back home furious after he comes back from church that day. In the morning I dropped him, in the evening he comes back. He's like, what the hell is wrong with your son? He's driving around like 150 and all. I'm like, what? The bike is 125cc. I'm hitting 50, 60 max in this unclass engine bike. He's like, I'm literally telling you, the speeds he hits. Like when I used to take his scooter around to drive around the neighborhood, if I throttle it, if I rev it a little more than how much he twists, it goes off. Like he has, because he's been driving that damn scooter around for 20 years, it's so used to his speed. No, like if you throttle anywhere beyond 10, no, you do a little, boof, it'll go off. On speed breakers, I'm not even messing around. He would climb in a speed of 2, 3 and all. Like it was insane, dude. It was insane. Like traveling half an hour with him, half a kilometer with him was like a sense of going all the way into the city and coming back. Like the amount of time you would spend just sitting in the scooter, for a half a kilometer ride. Like I would sometimes be like, just get off the bike and like start walking. I would reach faster than this roof.
It's same story. My dad also. And by the way, when you go back home, what bike do you drive now? I still drive the CD.
I don't have mine. I sold it to reach Bombay. My backstory.
I drive my dad's bike, which is CD Don still.
The same old one?
The same old one.
Dude, even my guys still have the scooter, I think.
So whenever I meet my friends, school time friends, they're like, dude, You used to drive this when you were in school, and I tell them even 10 years from now I'll be driving the same bike. If
Yeah,
you meet
these
me in this
bikes,
city,
you can beat the dude. These bikes are insane sometimes because I still remember.
and my dad has maintained it.
Yeah,
He literally has made. I remember there used to every morning I used to wake up with a fight between my mom and dad. My mom would shout at my dad because he would be cleaning the bike
okay.
slowly and he would be getting late for his work. And my mom would be like, "You've not done shit since morning. You've not filled water in the
Yeah,
bucket, or you've not done this. You've not put water in the garden.
yeah.
You've not done
Dude,
that.
even my dad's
And
a
you've
big
just
cleaner,
been
dude.
cleaning the
Yeah,
bike and you're late for your own work. Fuck everything, go for your work." And
yeah.
then this is how I'll wake up. I'll be like, "Oh, okay, it's morning. I need to
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
school."
Even my dad was a big cleaner. Like weekends and all, he'll just be finding stuff to scrub and especially after he found the what's the spray thingy that's for glasses. Colin.
Yeah, yeah, Colin.
Yeah. Especially after he discovered Colin, no, every weekend he'll be finding some glass thing to spray at TV, the radio. We had a nice Panasonic one radio
Yeah.
system. A sound system.
I have a Bosch radio at home.
Oh yeah,
The first one, wooden.
yeah. This was wood also.
Yeah.
Those look sleek.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Those
love
looks
those old
crazy,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, we should get some sound over it.
Yeah. But they don't work. Like if you tune it, zzz, it won't.
Oh, my dad like really maintained it. He had this one decent thing I can actually appreciate, which was that he will save up money and he'll go buy a actual like a really nice, like a nice thing.
Yeah.
Like even if he's getting like a stupid mixer or something, he'll get like a really nice one. Like he'll do like elaborate, like research on this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And even if it's a little pricey, like he'll actually shell out.
Yeah.
Like he'll shell out and he'll get like a really nice one.
Yeah.
And every weekend he has to, sit and nicely polish this goddamn thing. Get a shine on it. Ting on the sides. Speaking of the bike thing, dude, my mom had this one stupid routine.
Yeah.
Okay, I at least on some level, like all of us know cycling, and we had some. My mom doesn't know cycling. She didn't pick up anything, so she directly jumps on the scooter. Listen to this. I'm not making this thing up. So my house, this is the setup. The house on this side is a small garden, which we later half cut and made a garage for the car.
Yeah.
But the other side was up until the end was a well.
Yeah.
This entire side was a cement pavement, like a huge from the start to the end of the house. The whole side was a thing. When she has to go somewhere, this is the protocol. Listen to this. I'm not even kidding. It's like a fighter plane's takeoff routine. Like I'm like that, that guy with the light. I'm not even messing around. Like
Green flag.
yeah, with the light and thing, I have to take the scooter out. So usually when you come from the inside, you'll be facing towards the well. So I have to go out. You turn the scooter and make it face the gate. Firstly, second, I have to run out and open the gate outwards, not inwards, because inwards will cut the space a little. So outwards, I have to open the gate.
Yeah.
Now then, I have to run back, put the scooter in middle stand, kickstart, and keep the engine ready. The Empress will come. Waddle like a fat walrus. And get on the scooter and launch. Hey, I'm not messing around. Like she'll get on the thing, she'll be revving, okay? So I have to push and bring down the middle stand. And she'll like come down on the middle stand and I'll be holding. She'll throttle up. And I have to let go so she can like take off. I'm not kidding. So she was so scared, she would keep her, how the scooter is. No, scooter has the footrest over the like she won't do that. She would keep the legs apart there, open apart because she doesn't know when she's needs to going to hit someone or brake and stop. So she'll keep the legs.
She'll drive like this.
Yeah, she'll drive like this.
That's a lot of.
The crazy thing, her entire route has to be clear from where from our house to wherever she's reaching. And technically, on the other side, there should be somebody who's ready to catch her, so she can jump off and then get into the house.
Is she short?
Yeah.
So house is okay. You are here, but then whatever is her destination, she has to stop there also, right?
That's what I said. There has to be someone on the other end as well who'll catch her. You just run into them.
So that is already pre-coordinated.
Yeah. there'll be somebody there. She'll run into them literally, and they'll stop and catch the bike, and she'll just jump off and waddle away like the walrus she is. It's good. It's good fun. Like one time she damn near blew the entire scooter up. There's a power cut. It was a very regular thing. I'm telling you, it
Yeah,
was a village,
yeah.
outskirt village.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a regular thing. They didn't care about us. So there used to be regular power cuts. And this one day, she wants to go out when there's no, the street lights are off, everything's off. It's total darkness. So to check if the scooter had petrol, guess what she does? I mean, we are all going to die that day. Literally, we are going to die because I'm sitting next to the window that's like close to the parking spot. That cement thingy I was telling you about, the pavement thingy.
Yeah.
And I was watching TV. The power's cut. So I'm just sitting on the chair over there next to the window, and I see this one light coming in. I'm like, what's this light? And I look out the window. This goof opens the back seat of the scooty. Scooty, you put the petrol
Yeah.
in the back, undoing the lid with a candle in her hand to check if there's petrol in the tank. Yeah, I screamed from the I screamed. What the hell? This is what I escaped from.
I hope our parents don't watch this episode.
Oh, I hope they do. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you the worst thing I ever did, especially with that scooter specifically. My mom used to often go to these prayer meetings here and there, and sometimes I would drive her, and maybe my dad or somebody will pick her back up or something. These are these are these are routes where there is not another person on the other side who can catch her. These are long distance. So one day I pick her up from one of these meetings. So I'm driving the scooty. She's on the back. There was this just one road in our entire neighborhood that was the first cement road. This wasn't the
Gravel road.
gravel tar road. Yeah, it was a cement road.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, these cement roads are way more elevated. Like they're, I don't know what, if it's because of it's a construction thing or what it is, but they are almost half of feet more elevated than your normal road.
Yeah, yeah.
So anytime you come off from the other streets, you have to almost climb up a little.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So this is the cement road. If I'm coming from another street, I have to climb up a little.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I picked this walrus up. I come back home. So my house is another one more road, half a road from the cement road to my place.
Yeah.
So I get on to the cement road. Like it's a little bit of an elevation. Like I actually go like that.
Yeah.
I get on the cement road and I turn to get into the cement road. Like turn from the normal road, I climb up. I'm on the cement road now. I turn to get into the cement road. Back then, I had these weird things. My styling, was very odd because I'd never watched these hip hop stuff back then. But my influence was Cartoon Network and stuff,
Right.
where kids used to wear
Hip-hop,
these in based things like
Yeah,
baggy
yeah, yeah.
stuff and all of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that was from, but I liked those. So I always used to get some baggy stuff. I always want.
Yeah.
At least my shorts
Oversized,
or trousers or whatever, like a little oversized. Then I had these super baggy cargos, thing.
Shorts.
No, pants, full on trousers that had like 100 pockets. Pockets
90s
everywhere.
boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pockets everywhere. I get on this road and I turn. The back brake gets stuck in one pocket. So I'm like, this has pockets everywhere, like all over, like pockets, both side pockets. It's a weird, crazy pant. It is crazy pants. So I'm on the scooter. I climb up and I turn, and then the back brake gets stuck in the pocket. Okay, I'm not able to undo it. My dumb head is not able to figure. Hey, it's stuck here. I'm going like that. So it's stuck like this now. I fall to my right like this. My mom, who's sitting, sideways like the lady sitting thing, Oops. I said, "What am I crushing something?" My fat ass over here. She falls, spins backwards like a prawn, and lands literally into shrubs and bushes of thorn and where people piss and all this. That kind of bush, like a really horrible bush, like scrubs and horrible bush stuff. She falls into it, and I get up and I immediately think, oh my god, she's going to kill me. The middle of the road, I'm going to die today. I'm really scared. I'm really scared.
Yeah.
So I just start running. Like right from there, I leave the bike, I leave this walrus, and I start running towards my house. I told you that half road is away from my. So I just run. I start running. She gets up from the bush, full thorns. She doesn't brush off anything. She picks up a chappal in her hand and she's chasing. So the rest of the half, the cement road and that other half road to my house, had you come out during that evening, you would have seen one kid running in like this car, full pants full of pockets, cargos, and one little walrus chasing with one chappal in the hands. For 2 roads of a stretch, both of us are running over there. And there's one abandoned scooter on the middle of the road. That was probably the worst from that scooter, especially that scooters things. I'm sure it's still alive, dude. That's what really fascinates me. It's like, must be 20 years almost. These people don't want to give up their thing at all. No? They'll just keep it.
My CD Don is 20 years old. My dad
No,
got
they
it
were
in 2003,
nothing like a fridge, washing machine, TV. The old TV we had, they literally had to throw it out because it caught fire. And that too because of me only.
Same.
Yeah, that too because of me.
That box TV.
Yeah, I went and got a PlayStation and hooked a PlayStation into that thing. Into a 60s TV. A PlayStation 2. The graphic was so heavy, or I don't know what it was. Something. Answer the back caught fire. So now I got a brand new TV also, big TV also. Which is fun. Scooter stuff was the best, dude. Like, and they always used to cheap out on petrol. They would never. I don't know what your deal was back home. I never got that much. At least I don't think.
Same.
Like my pocket money and the petrol, everything combined only. There was never a.
I learned this trick from my dad. My dad would cheap on petrol. You know what he would do? So he would drop me to school, and while coming back, there would be this downhill. On the downhill, he would go on neutral, switch off the bike, and we would just be free riding.
And how far is this now?
This is like 500 meters, half a kilometer, or what. No matter how long or how small the stretch is.
That's insane.
He would switch it off and he would go free riding, and I learned it from him. I started doing it when I first started driving.
Put a stick on it and tie a cloth and use the wind and go. No, buggers. What the hell is this?
I would go on dates. The girl would be sitting behind me on that CD dog.
Yeah.
And I would do the same. I would switch it off. And then she would say, what the hell are you doing? Saving petrol.
You want coffee later or no? Yeah, it was really tough. Like, even I don't know if I got separate for, I'm trying to really think if I got separate money for petrol or if it was a combined, hey, here you go, $500 for the week. This covers everything.
Yeah.
But like, there was this one time, definitely out of petrol. The bike stops. I'm out of petrol. So I start pushing the bike back home. On my way, this one random bugger on the road stops. He's like, what is it, a puncture? I'm like, no, there's no puncture. I'm pushing it. There's no petrol. He's like, listen, it's summer. Like there's any other change in weather in Chennai. It's summer, it seems. Yeah, it's all summer only.
The whole year is
yeah, what do you think? It snows the November? Fucker. My dad had that one funny thing, like October or somewhere around the monsoon, which was never a monsoon, at least towards the end. There's nothing left monsoon wise and all. It from 48, it'll come to 45, and he'll come in with a muffler. I'm like, what happened? Get a ledge. No, what is a sledge? Slide down like it's snowing over there. He literally used to have like a little scarf, a little muffler thingy, like a the like a ear protection thing, like a fluffy thing. I'm like, what are you doing?
In Chennai.
Chennai, da. Chennai. This is back then. I used to tell people like, if I ended up in hell, I won't even know the difference. It was that hot over there. Back home, mad hot. Anyway, so there's no petrol. I'm pushing this. This buffoon comes up. He's like, it's summer, so probably a lot of the petrol evaporated, and it's on top of the tank. Open
Like
the
it's a water system.
no, no.
Cloud
Listen to this.
formation
Listen to this
system.
theory. It almost sounded like
Science.
it was Neil deGrasse Tyson or something. I actually fell for it. It's like open the tank and blow into it. It'll condense the vapor. It'll become liquid again, and it'll get into your the tank pipe, and you can travel for like half kilometer at least. I'm like, oh, that's not a bad idea. Is it? This is my dumbass. So you know how when you want to blow hard, you take a big, and then you go like that. I did that over the tank. I put my mouth in and went like that. I sucked in I sucked in every bit of that evaporated petrol he was talking about is inside me.
Petrol cloud.
I get a buzz and I faint on the side of the road. I faint on the side of the road for like a good 5-10 minutes. I would have happily went back home pushing this stupid bike.
But it actually works. We used to
It
call
works. Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
used to call it smooching the bike or something.
Oh, okay. We didn't actually call that, but
We would sexualize everything.
maybe you should do that while you're sliding down. Put it up and go. So back home, this is the craziest thing. I was so horrible at driving cars, 4-wheelers. But then I had a friend who actually taught me, like properly taught. But then I ended up teaching 3 more people. But because of that, I developed this one weird PTSD, like a thing, where if I'm sitting next to the driver, like I go like, like I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the jerk, like I panic and stuff.
yeah. Why is he not doing right? Why is this?
Yeah,
person
because
not doing it?
I ended up teaching 3 people who were idiots, and one of them was dad. They were so horrible at driving. Like, no, we really went through horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Like, me trying to teach these guys driving, say.
Yeah.
Like, I ended up, if I'm sitting next to somebody
Next,
driving,
you
yeah.
teach me.
You don't know how to drive?
No.
Oh my God, never did. Never. No, I legit have I'll go like, oh. That's why I choose to sit at the back now these days. I don't bother. Like, I don't look at these people. I just look outside. Because if I keep looking at them, no, like I'll start.
You'll panic.
Yeah, I'll start panicking. It's insane. So I used to teach my dad like that. And he was ancient. You know my dad's thing. No, he's so old he is. So I literally had to take him to the emptiest of grounds and we'll just do puppy laps. It wasn't even a circular lap because the ground was so big. He damn near never even had to like turn so much.
Turn,
like
yeah,
he only had to tilt like this much.
Yeah, yeah.
He would turn and let go of the handle. Like he would turn and he'll be like, no, it'll come back up like by itself. I'm like, what? When did you hear that? Turn it. I used to push it to his face. Turn.
Toxic teacher.
No, because I used to get really he would do this and go like that. I'm like, we're going to crash into the side here. And he would come back home. Every day he would increase his percentage, which was what really used to tick me off.
What percent?
Like he would be like, I'm at 60%.
I'm at 60.
1 week later, I'm at 80%. I can get into the highways. What? What highway are you talking about?
80%.
We are driving in an empty ground over there.
Go in an highway
Yeah.
with 80%.
So this one day he was like, I'm at 95%. I was like, let me just mess with him. I really made sure he quit that. Like I was really horrible that day. But when we were taking from the house, usually what I do, I drive from the
to the
house to
ground.
the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
This day he was like, the last day he said 95%. So I was like, fuck this. So I told him, you drive from the house. We start. So right, this is our gate. We take a right,
Yeah.
and there's a first right. So we cut the right. He does the same thing I'm telling you, which was turns and let's go off the thing. Now the car isn't, of course, it's not turning. The wheel isn't turning back. So the car is going to the shrubs on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just waiting for him to react. He's not reacting at all. He's seeing the car going. We are off the road. We're going a little. I'm like, Macha, pull it. I'm, trying to get the
Yeah.
wheel straight. So I'm pulling it. But now that we are so far into the right over here, in the name of trying to steady it, I pulled in so much, it's now going the other side.
The other side.
Yeah. So I'm telling him, now try to cut back. There is this one lady 300 meters away. She's walking
In your
towards
direction.
us. Yeah. But just imagine from her side. She just watched a car go into the bush right here, and then pull back and go into the bush over there, and then again pull back and go into the bush again. Guess what? This is literally what she did. There was a post, telephone post. She went and stood behind the post like this, thinking these idiots definitely are going to kill me. I literally watched her go stand behind like that. A post, a phone post. 95%. 95% of commuters will be dead. That's what the 95% is.
Your dad would be a good, great fan of Salman Khan, huh?
He was a legit fan of, I was telling you yesterday, Schumacher. He literally used to watch F1, dude. 10 years after he retired, watching it and going, where's Schumacher in the... I don't see his name. Hey, Macha, he retired, dude, 10 years back. Jesus Christ.
Michael Schumacher.
He used to tell anytime when it's raining and all, no? Some match he watched, I don't know when it was, where Schumacher, I think he drove in the rain and came first or something like that. So the legend, he's the one maintaining that legend now. You know what Schumacher would have done in this rain? Like, hey, were you there? Talking like you were the other driver in the team. What Schumacher would have done? Bloody. Tuition stuff. Your mom was a teacher, no?
No, not my mom. One of my tuition teacher was from Madras. So before Chennai was Madras, no?
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm not that old, no, bugger.
she was like a Tamil lady.
Okay.
In a
What was she doing over there in Jamshedpur? She lost.
Her husband used to work at Tata Steel.
Oh.
And her son had gone to the US after engineering, which is like so common in you guys, right? And I was really small, and her husband was about to retire in a couple of years. So after retirement, they had planned to go back to Madras. So my mom used to call her Madrasi auntie.
Okay.
Because she was older, right?
Yeah.
Like she really old. She would speak broken Hindi, and she would give tuitions. So my mom would go to her, and she would join her hands and be like, teach my kid, he doesn't score well,
yeah.
teach him. And she was known to be really strict. Like she would have stick in her hand and beat the hell out of people. And then I went there, and the first week was horror show for me.
Okay.
She would make me do my hands like this. She would slap the stick.
What was she using? A stick, ruler, what was it?
Stick.
Okay.
Stick.
A bamboo stick.
Yeah. She would make me memorize things left, right, center, and I was a dyslexic kid. I can't memorize shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You're dyslexic.
I was fucking dyslexic because I was left-handed. I am left-handed, so they would try to make me right-handed. They would make me right.
Yeah, that was a thing with lefties. No, they used to whack them and say, change
with your right hand.
Right.
And I couldn't understand shit. Like even while playing cricket as a kid, I couldn't throw the ball. And because I grew up in a joint family, I used to bat left-handed, and my brothers, they would bowl and they would start throwing wide because they are used to throwing ball to the right-handed.
Right, okay.
So the ball is going wide, so they'll start slapping me. Bat right-handed, and eventually now I can't bat left-handed. When I hold the bat, I can only hold it right-handed.
But when you bowl,
I bowl left-handed.
That's so confusing.
Yeah, because but when I bat right-handed because they slapped me and
When
made
you're
me
on the
practice
field, when you catch the ball, how do you flick it? How do you
with
throw it?
left hand.
Oh, okay.
Throwing arm is left, but holding the bat is right side. I can't hold it on the left side.
Uh,
But yeah, so this teacher Macha, she used to beat the hell out of me. So one time she bet this calf side with stick. It became black, and I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Good, it should happen to you. You're not studying."
yes.
It's literally.
No, I mean, I used to get whacked at school, whacked at home, and then go to this new place. Every 6 months, new tuition. I used to go around and get whacked over there. It really was like um, uh, funny stuff. I remember is this one tuition. This is a small one. There's 2 or 3 kids, a
Yeah.
small one. It's like
Yeah.
focused group. It's not a
Focus.
yeah. I was a very polite kid growing up. This Christian background, all this, what do I say? Like I never used to say anything. Like my words were so few, dude. Especially like social thing.
Yeah.
Especially tuition, all. I never used to say nothing. Like I just used to sit there. Like even if they asked me like questions
Yeah.
or whatever, I was just like an idiot. I used to make an idiot face over there. This lady, this day both the kids bunk. It's only
Yeah.
me and her.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting across the thing and she's on the sofa. It's just me and her. The class going. I feel a little like itchy this one. But then I'm like, I leave it be. Like, I'm trying to be polite. Like, I can't scratch myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's itching. I'll do this. So I just leave it be. This goes on for like an hour and a half. I come back home and I pull my t-shirt out. There's a caterpillar
Oh fuck.
inside the t-shirt. My entire my chest and my back is like
Red.
like clumps, like the crater of a moon or something, like clumps of like swollen patches, swollen everywhere. And I'm what the hell is this? I look at my t-shirt, it's a fat caterpillar, dude. I've been letting this caterpillar run around my entire chest and back for an hour and a half, and I'm just sitting there. I was that polite. I'm like, entire chest and back of this fat, plump caterpillar is running around. I'm sitting there not scratching.
I have a funny story like that, but a really embarrassing one.
You say it, no, this is where you say it.
So, in summers in my hometown, it's like 40, 42 degrees Celsius,
Yeah.
45 degrees Celsius, really hot. And like in Chennai or in Bombay, because it's like ocean side, it's
No, we don't have any of that
the
advantage.
temperature doesn't go that high, but it's hot because of humidity.
Yeah, it's
But
humid.
there it's dry heat, like a
Okay.
desert, really dry heat. So when you put clothes to dry, there will be red ants that will hide under the clothes
Oh.
to save themselves from the heat. So this morning, going to school, I pick up straight an underwear from the wire and wear it. And now I'm sitting on the bike behind. My dad is driving, and they're biting me inside. Imagine everywhere. I don't like
Are these the small ones or the big
small
ones?
red ants, small, really small ones. Okay, and they're biting and like it's really itching and stuff. And then I'm getting late to school. Okay, so if I get late to school, then I get punished. So I don't say anything. I reach school. I run to the toilet really fast. I remove my pants. I'm fucking itching everywhere and remove like one. And then I wore it back and went back. But even then I was like,
Oh my.
whole day, macha.
There was there was this one math teacher who eventually got fired because his tuition was growing up to become another school only already.
Yeah.
Those idiots, like they'll get a batch of 500. They'll be literally building plots of houses and all. These tuition guys, just take 10, 15 kids. No, what's wrong with you?
I had a chemistry teacher. His batches used to run from 5 a.m. in the morning. So before coming to school, one of the batch would be 5 a.m. in the morning till 7.
Yeah.
7 he would leave, reach school by
Yeah,
7:20. And then after school, he'll have lunch at school itself. Straight up go back home. He'll have another batch and it'll go until 12:30 at night. So we had this international competition, and so what used to happen is one student has to take initiative that we have been invited in this competition, and you form a team. This guy will go, this guy will go, and in this competition, and then you also approach teachers. So you have to get consent from one of the teachers who is willing to go to that competition with you, because it's in another city.
Okay.
As a representative. Then once you have created that whole team, you reach out to the principal and she approves it. So I was going around asking different teachers, sir, will you go with us? Sir, will you go with us? Sir, will you go with us? It'll be fun, this and that. So all of them were like, no, 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 not this. They give different excuses. This chemistry, sir, and how I got to know about his batches. This is the story. So I approached him and he's like, but what will happen to my kids? I'm like, what kids, sir? My tuition kids, Ray. My batches go from 5 in the morning till 12:30 at night. What will happen to them? I'm like, sir, it's just a matter of 1 week. He's like, 1 week? No, no way. And then he started showing me like proudly. And this was the guy, whenever there would be a new Apple product, he would have the first one to have it.
Of course.
In the class, macha, for like, I still remember in 2011, whatever Apple phone or like iPad came in, he had it. He already had a fucking iPad in a small town. One of the English teachers who was like in the panel of ICSE board, there were stories, there was a fucking newspaper article that there was a raid of income tax raid at his home.
Okay.
And there were cash, cash coming out from his couch, like the income tax.
Where was he scoring money from?
From tuitions.
Oh.
So he had so much money from his tuitions. So he
Who are
would,
these kids going to English teacher?
because we would have Shakespeare, no.
Oh.
So to study Shakespeare, you would have to go to tuition.
Yeah, this guy with a big batch of kids for tuition.
Yeah.
The crazy thing was that I was there for a very short time, because the 2-3 months I was there, every day he just used to conduct tests. I would be like, I am here because I failed the test at school. How in God's, dude, every day I walk in, immediately he'll give a question paper. I'm like, Macha,
Solve.
we've been through this. For a week I've been failing. Over there also and over here also. Can you do something to build me up a little bit? Can you teach me something? I will literally take the question paper, go to one corner and sit it out for 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know if his whole approach was, I will feel so embarrassed, or I'll hit such a rock bottom, I'll start figuring things. Like, if I can get in a zone, if I can space out in the corner and get into a zone, immediately my brain will open up and I'll start solving these problems. I don't know what this approach. Dude, every day was a test. How many tests can I take, Macha? I'm here because I don't know the answer, and your solution is, here's one more test. Teach me something and then test me. You punk. I failed miserably. I failed again over there. And this one tuition, my friend, I thought he was my friend. This fool, no, I hate his guts to this day. I was like, yeah, I can see improvements and stuff. And he was a dummy like me. Like, he too used to fail horribly. So he's like, yeah, this guy is like, he teaches, he's very solid. The first day I walk into the house, I mean, let's face it, all these were just houses.
Yeah.
And this guy he had a first floor. So that's where he conducted business. The tuition was on the first floor. I walk into the door. The friend who recommended me the place, he's on the floor, and the tuition
Sitting
guy
on the floor.
No, he's laying on the floor, and the teacher, his foot is on his head. Like, what's the goddess with the
Durga?
Like that. He's on the floor, dude, and the tuition guy's feet is on his head. And that's the thing I'm looking at first. Walking, I'm like, Macha, what are you doing over there? He's like,
Getting
I
beaten.
told you he was strict. Dude, this is abusive, dude. since then, the two people who used to get whacked at the tuition was me and him. So he basically got me in, so he would have somebody who could also,
Accompany him.
yeah, take part in this thing. Dude, it was insane. We used to get whacked, dude, like like beaten. Crazy it was. And it was also the tuition where some nerds also used to come, which always used to like piss me the, dude, it used to piss me off. You're good.
Nerds love tests, no? Like they have to show off that they are scoring
good.
so
No,
much.
just fuck off. No. Why are you here again? What's wrong with you, dude? And they'll, even there they'll come early. They'll
Yeah.
get all the arms right and leave early. Like this will be, I'll be sitting there, am I stuck in some loop or something? It's the same. And there was a time, this strict guy's tuition thing.
Yeah.
I used to go in the morning and evening. So when I used to fail horribly, he would tell me, now start coming in at 4 in the morning. I'm delivering milk or what over here? What am I doing I would literally be waking up at 3:50, 3:55, and there were 3 idiots. As time went by, we found another dumbass who was equally stupid. So it was a group of 3 idiots. So the 3 idiots have to show up at 4. It's only the 3 of us, okay? This third guy, it was so funny watching him. He had his dad was like some vendor, so he had that Excel. What is that Excel thingy? TVS Excel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a small frame. People used to put vegetables in the. Have you seen that? Like vegetable vendors would put.
Yeah. I've seen.
I'm talking like 15 years back or whatever. So old Excel. TVS only, I think. Yeah, heavy duty thing.
Yeah.
He used to take, I think it was his dad, so he used to take that and come. In the morning, it was mildly cold. Again, these people back home, they're insane, dude. They're really insane. He used to wear a big, I don't know what it was, almost like a blanket, I guess.
Shawl.
Yeah, like a shawl all over him. And he would drive this little scooter around. And this
Moped.
Yeah, and this blanket would make like a big, a big wave on his back and side. Like Batman, he'll be coming in on that road. Like at 4, you'd see a small light, and then this one big, bat wings on the side. Like you need this to come get beaten up over here. You need all this. You need these stunts. Insane, it was. 4:30 we used to show up, much. Jesus Christ.
4 and then there used to be this thing, like if you wake up in the morning, that is the best time to study. Like, have you heard that?
Yeah. All these great tricks they used to pass around. Don't eat heavy. The blood will drain from your brain and will go for digestion. I'm like, what? I guess I'll starve then. Drink a glass of milk or some nonsense, and then straight head to the exam hall. I'll be starving over there, and the invigilator will get a full cup of chai and 2-3 vada and all.
Yeah.
That's what our snack time was.
Yeah.
Did you guys have snack time in the middle?
Yeah, we used to have
The teachers, I mean.
Yeah.
The invigilator.
Yeah.
Some of them will.
chai and samosas.
Yeah, sometimes I was since 11th grade, I was in the French group, which was a small group. And if I'm not mistaken, I was the first in the row. So they might even put the vada on my table only, which was even more sadder. It's hot vada on my table. The fan just blowing the smell to my face. Like, yo.
My name starts with an A. My roll number used to always be in the top 7, 8. So then, if it's time for some practical or test, like I'll always be first. Even in exam, I'll be in the first, second bench, and that used to ruin all the prospects of cheating.
Yeah.
But do you remember, there used to be till certain class, all your exams will be in your class. But after that, there will be seating arrangement. You'll sit with your seniors.
Seniors, juniors, we had a whole mix.
Yeah, whole mix, same. So then, when for the first time I became a senior, so say when I was in 6th standard and there was a 5th standard guy or a girl sitting next to me, I would forget about my own paper. I'll start helping them in their answers. I'll be like, oh, this is the answer, this is the answer.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know anything in my paper.
I would be shamelessly begging him to look at, another my batch's thing and tell me some answer. Or like, dude, just help me out, dude, over here.
And then there used to be like faking extra paper, like writing so much just to show I've taken extra paper.
Yeah, me and me and this other friend was there back in college. We used to fill in with song lyrics. So if I lose track, I'll give him a song. Then we both will start writing the lyrics down, and then he'll tell me a song, and then I'll start writing the lyric for that song. Just exchange songs, writing lyrics over there.
Cool. I think we can wrap up, no?
Yeah, we'll wrap up. There's only so much you can push out.
Yeah. So we'll wrap up this episode. Subscribe to this channel, and you can also follow John on Instagram. It's @t.zilote. I don't know what that
And
means.
ladies, stop sliding into my DMs. I am a happy single guy.
Who falls into scams.
Falls into phone
Sexual-
sex scams. Yeah. But it doesn't hurt me, dude. It's like $100 or something. So I'm also like, okay, what if one time it
100
clicks?
Indian bucks or
Yeah, 100, yeah, rupees. Are you mental? $100? Are you crazy?
100 bucks means dollars only.
$100, I'll get Mid-Journey or something and create my own AI girlfriend.
Mid-journey. Cool.
Anyway.
Subscribe to Injaras, watch Pointless Podcast, and follow us on Instagram. See you guys in the next episode. What was that sound we made in the start? The lorry sound?